Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today we're going to be doing an update on ICP. Now listen, we have some stuff drawn up from last time, so let's review and reflect on why price is where it is. Look, ladies and gentlemen, last time I must have been talking about how we are creating higher highs, right? And pretty much we have higher lows. And yes, that was relevant. And I guess, man, just a few weeks later, it's no longer the case. This is why the markets can be tricky. This is why I, as a trader, only go in max for a few hours, and that's very rare. Usually, if I go into a trade, maximum like 1 hour. Most of the time would be like 20 minutes, is because things can look a thing one way until they don't, and then they look a certain way until they don't. And it's very, very tricky to fully 100% know where price is going to be, going. And, there's always signs and stuff. But man, let me tell you, the journey is not done with ICP. Now, listen, when we do get confirmation, sorry, the confirmation I know that we need is pretty much holding here at this bottom resistance, coming back up, flipping over this, right? Consolidating for a while. Once we get consolidation, that means, this is going to be respected, and then we're going to start moving to the upside. So not only is this relevant support going to be respected, but then also this diagonal resistance is going to turn into support. And then 100% I know at that point ICP is in an uptrend, right, ladies and gentlemen? So ICP right now is currently down at $7.30, which I think is a great buying opportunity. And I truly, truly do believe that we will not be going lower than roughly $6.70 because there's lots of resistance here, lots of resistance here, here. We have multiple wick rejections and overall the timing of the market, right? When we look at something like Bitcoin, other coins, well, mainly Bitcoin is chilling near the all-time highs. Now, I do think it's going to chill there just for a little bit. I do think elections are going to impact it a little bit more. If Trump wins, I think we could pump faster and harder in general. If Kamala wins, I do still think there's overall going to be a pump in the market because of the market structure. But I do think everything's going to be slightly weaker and, less optimistic. Now, let's remove all the drawings. All right, let's go on the weekly. Actually, let's go on the monthly. So when we look at things in a higher time frame, we still haven't gone past, you know, this key area of $9, right? The moment we start closing above this is guarantee bulls are back in the market. However, ladies and gentlemen, I still do think that overall, like I said, is still looking good for ICP in general. I do not think we're going to be selling off a lot, right? I don't think we're going to be selling off a lot to the point where we're going to be reaching these levels. And if we did, it would really concern me because at that point, that means a lot of other coins are selling off. Bitcoin is selling off heavily. But I truly do believe, based off structure, based off everything, that that is not going to happen. So, what can we expect in the short term, ladies and gentlemen? Well, for me, I actually think most coins are going to pull back the first week or two of November, right? Also depend on the results a little bit before we start making our way back up. And I think that's going to be the last time we ever see prices at this range. So, what can I expect? Well, once that happens, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we have lots and lots of resistance here at roughly $11. Once we get past that, the main next area we have to worry about is pretty much up here, right? Pretty much around the $19 mark because there is, a lot of resistance here too. So we have here, right? We can see roughly here, here, right? Here, here, here. So kind of once we start going back here, boom, we'll probably slow down a little bit, slow down here, make our way up. Now, I do think overall that if we go and look at the market cap, I still think my bias is the same. I still think ICP can reach probably a peak of 80 billion in terms of market cap, it is one of the best altcoins in terms of utility, in terms of the future, and in terms of fundamentals. So, like I said, I still think we could hit roughly even like 150 bucks on the lower end, on the realistic end. And yeah, guys, still looking good for ICP overall. Remember, all these little prices, these little dips, ups and downs, in the end, it doesn't really matter too much because I ultimately believe we're still going to be getting those hard pumps, altcoin season, and just the cycle itself, crypto innovation. So keep your head up. Don't worry. Remember, Christ is King.